Welcome back, Tribe. I've been here from this channel called Terry Joel Jr. Having a girlfriend today is not worth it. Here's why. I haven't watched it, but again, I kind of like these recommendations. Keep sending them, by the way, to the email below, right down the center of your screen. These like one-on-one camera combos are pretty cool. Seeing the perspective of other guys.
So guys, I don't want you to throw words in my mouth. I don't want you to take things the wrong way, which I'm about to say in this video, because there's both ways that this can work and not work. And in today's topic and in today's video, I want to break down why having a girlfriend today is not worth it.
In the West.
That's what we're going to break down.
You see mine sometimes walking around back here. She's cooking when she's back there. And I eat after I record. So the key word is in the West.
Also, obviously, ways where having a girlfriend is worth it, and I will later explain that as well. But right now, we're going to explain it this way. So, through this way of thinking and being, which is the case in most instances today, when it comes to relationships, because of this modern world we're living in today. Having a girlfriend is not worth it today because...
Hit me with it.
If you don't give her attention,
Modern women.
she's going to seek it somewhere else. You guys have no idea
Oh, we do.
what women are capable of today. There's women that I have talked to even very, very, very recently, bro, that tell me red pill truths. Because a lot of women hide how they actually feel. Even this female herself told me, we all do this. No women will just say it, though. You know how many times I've had women, especially recently, say this shit to me? And it's the truth, bro. It's not
Broken
like it was
society.
something that just blew my mind, but it's like, damn, it's really that bad. Damn.
Broken society, no morals. We worship the dollar. We don't care about family. We don't care about experiences, people, long-term relationships. It's all short-term thinking, profit-driven, hedonistic, materialistic, consumerist schlop. That's what it is. You're living in a broken society that does not put the emphasis on family whatsoever, and we churn out broken homes, broken people, broken system. Welcome. This is the West. That's why you see it crumbling before your very eyes. So I tell you guys, get out of the West. Go to countries that are still developing, that still have traditional backing, that have conservative societies, and understand the importance of men and women.
I'm not surprised, but damn.
Oh, it's shocking.
So in this modern world we're in today, if you have a girlfriend and you don't give her enough time, attention, resources, etc., what she's going to do is seek it somewhere else. This is what this girl told me. Because if we don't...
Because you're talking to a broken woman that has TikTok brain. Listen, you can go overseas and find a woman just like this. I did. Has no social media. I told mine to make social media to maybe make an account and blow up and have some passive income. Mine has no social media. Doesn't smoke. Doesn't drink. Doesn't do drugs. Doesn't go out to nightclubs. Has no guy friends. Is red pill aware. No, she could never be friends with any guys. That all guys want something. You know, everything we talk about. Women here have internalized that for the most part. Submissive, fit, feminine, cooks, cleans. Like you could eat off the floor, like clean to a fault potentially, you could say for some guys. Wants to give you kids, understands the importance of a man in a relationship, gives the man space to lead, trusts his judgment. All the things that we're espousing, that we're looking for in women in the West, you can have. Going to Africa, going to Asia, going to Eastern Europe. It's everywhere. Going to Latin America, certain parts. Man, it's not hard to find in the rest of the world. We're the ones that are sick. We think that our normalcy or normal day life, is the norm everywhere globally. It's not even true. Not even close to being true. But it's hard to really see this shit and believe it until you go and travel by yourself, because it seems too good to be true. Until you go to the Philippines, until you go to Thailand, until you go to the Balkans, Eastern Europe, until you go to parts of Africa, Central Asia, you have to experience the shock factor yourself. And then and only then will you truly realize what all these guys have been telling you the entire time.
Don't feel we're getting enough of this and this. We're going to go and get it somewhere else. So it's like...
What's the point?
The reason why this can happen is because of the world we're living in today. You guys have no idea how bad this is for women. It's so easy for them to get what they want today. And a lot of it is like borderline cheating. If you have an actual boyfriend, if you're actually officially in a relationship and you're seeking attention.
When he says bad for women, although they have all this choice, it's a short-term gain for a long-term negative. Destabilization of society, a growing underclass of men that are lonely, disenchanted, disfranchised with the way things are going and becoming increasingly more aggressive. But society, if you've noticed, has become a lot less safe for women. Despite their gained independence and the amount of virtue signaling they do, society has never been more unsafe for women here in the West. Go back 100 years. Women used to be treated like ladies, like little flowers. Strange men on the street would die to protect Madam over there, Milady. Now a guy will just spit on the direction of some street queen that's getting harassed by some guy. Completely ignore her. Like there are instances of women being violated in public by nut job, homeless people. You know, these guys are mentally deranged on drugs, have psychological issues, whatever it is. And guys are just walking right past, dude. It's like NPC bot land, you know, it's like you're in a GTA game, but it's the real life. You're just walking by NPCs. It's crazy what the world is turning into. We call this progress. These are progressive values, guys. We're evolving as a society. Yeah, back to the Stone Age, devolving. This is how the Roman Empire fell too. Grew fat with riches, then had porous borders, hardly could defend them. No men wanted to serve in the military. The military ranks were filled up with foreigners, mercenaries. Taxes were being raised on the middle, their version of the middle and upper class, to the point nobody could afford anything anymore. Everyone became dependent on the state, and the state ended up collapsing. The empire had collapsed. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
From other men. That is cheating. Like, it might not be sexual cheating, but it's basically cheating. Like, you're doing things with other men. You're getting ideas from other men. You're conversating with other men when you have a boyfriend. The healthiest women I know, they say it blatantly.
You don't got to explain shit like this overseas. Like, don't have guy friends when you're a taken woman. Actually, it's common sense. Women overseas would never dare talk to another man, assuming she loves you. They know the deal, and they'll tell you to your face. If you're going out in the capitals and getting some street queens and they're not interested in you, only your wallet, like I explained in the second channel, how to tell the difference, you're going to get used and abused no matter where you go, my friend. But to get a genuine relationship is no longer a needle in a haystack like it is in the West. You can actually find statistically far more probable real relationships outside the West.
If you approach a girl and it's like, you have this, you got a number, you got Snapchat, you got that. No, I have a boyfriend. That's healthy. Other women who don't get enough attention, I'm going to get it somewhere else, are not healthy women. How many are doing it today? A shitload. I can actually respect if you reach out to a woman, you didn't know she had a boyfriend, but she has a boyfriend, she tells you that, or she just doesn't say nothing at all. That is respectable. It's like, well done. Most women today, bro, are ultra needy, ultra attention seeking. It's like, that's why it's not, this is my take on why it's not worth having a girlfriend today. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. And when it is worth it, you need a woman like that. There should be no other guys in the picture. Like, you guys understand how healthy this is for human beings. Even for men, to weave out every other female. Like, you don't give a second of your day to any other woman on planet Earth if you're actually in a relationship. You just don't. Like, that time could be spent doing something more productive in your life. Or you could have been given that time and energy and attention to the female you're actually with. Either one.
Goes both ways.
Because everything else is wasted energy. And let me tell you something. When you are single and you're approaching females, you're talking to different females, there's a part of you that you have to invest some. You have some energy that's just going to be kind of be gone because you have to figure out who you like, who you don't like, what's going to work, What's going to not work? So you're going to have to invest some time and some energy that's just going to veer off, and it never meant anything at the end of the day. So that's the truth. And yeah, this is my take on why having a girlfriend today is not worth it. There's also my take on what I just explained on why having a girlfriend is worth it. And in my opinion, you should not have a girlfriend that is unhealthy. Because unhealthy women are attention seeking. They're very needy. They're not right in here. They're just not. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, it's natural for us to want attention and shit like that. And
no.
It's just natural for us to want attention and shit like that. Like, it's just natural. You want to know what else is natural? You don't want to know what else is natural. But we don't do it. It's natural for us men to go and smash many different females who's attractive. If you want to talk about what's natural. It is natural. But it's a choice to stay committed to your lifelong partner. Dummies. Just like y'all women are dummies when you're attention seeking, when you have a man.
Dummies.
Yeah, you're a dummy. That is cheating. Because you ain't getting break up with your guy. Stop doing that shit in the low. Break up with your guy. If you really feel he's not giving you no attention, he don't care about you at all, break up with him in this case.
Stupid.
You guys want to know the truth? Most men do give their woman plenty. But it's never going to be enough.
Never.
For one of those unhealthy types of females. It's never going to be enough. Never, 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 never. Nothing's ever enough.
Trauma.
Just like for a man who wants to cheat.
Cheating.
It don't matter how bad you are as a girlfriend. It don't matter how many different pairs of lingerie you have. It don't matter what you want to come up with.
He gonna cheat.
You want to dress like a doctor. You want to dress like a nurse, a policewoman, whatever it might be.
Straight
it's
down.
It's not going to be enough.
Dogging.
But guess what? To the right man, it'll be plenty enough.
Raw dogs.
You will satisfy him on your own, by yourself. He will choose to stay committed to just you. He's not going to give any other females the time of day. Just like you shouldn't give any other men the time of day. That's what a relationship is for. If you don't want that commitment,
get out.
Be single. Be for the streets. Go ahead. It's your life.
Street queens. Tell them. Stupid. Tell them.
And look at the world we're in today, folks. Women really think it's all right to do that kind of shit. And it's not. They are absolutely not healthy. There's so many guys who settle. Even where I come from, bro.
Where, bro?
There are guys who are settling for shit like that.
Why?
Imagine.
Unbelievable. Simps.
Like, imagine.
Trying. Too much.
And there's women I've talked to, bro, and it's like, you might be the best option she's talking to. You can tell she has high attraction for you, but she still continuously talks to a shitload of other guys. Like, a shitload.
Hypergamy.
And it's not that you're even together yet. It's just that
options.
She's not even making the effort to start weaving them out, to start getting a bit closer to you to make it happen. She's still doing the same shit over the period of a month, 2 months, etc.
Nature, baby.
It's unacceptable.
Totally. That's nature, dog.
Like, it just ruins everything. That's the same thing if we were to just keep... Like, we're talking to some girl we really like, but we keep smashing, like, these HOEs on the side every weekend, and it's just like, yeah, we're still talking to you, we still like it, but yeah, I'm going to get these girls over still and do all this shit. You're just not getting any closer.
Dog.
And this is a huge problem today in the world. Huge.
Problems. Get that protein in, dog. Tell them.
Social media has ruined more women than anything else of mankind. It's made them more promiscuous. It's made them more attention-seeky. All these things are bad habits. All these things are bad addictions. They're not focused on being a better woman. Where is your cookbook?
It ain't nowhere, dog. Seeky as fuck.
Where's your cookbook?
DMs is where it's at.
Show me how fast you can clean a whole house.
They can show you how they suck the chrome off a Chevy, though.
I'm just being funny right now, but you guys get the point. You guys get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Women are not being better. They don't care about being better. They don't care about being good for a man. They don't care about putting in effort to be better for a man, to satisfy a man.
Where the sugar daddies at?
They don't care about it.
Nope.
It's like everyone on earth today is just being a loser. Everybody on earth doesn't want to put in the work to be a better man. All these women don't want to put in work to be a better woman. It's all about pleasures, attention seeking. Make me feel something, Todd.
Hedonism.
Make me feel something. Make yourself feel something. Go stick your finger in one of those oatmeal chocolate chip cookies and see if it's done cooking yet. That'll make you feel something.
Or talk
Margaret?
about Margaret, do it.
But no. Let's just get into all these bad habits and then cry later on because we can't get a man we really want because we have completely lost ourselves.
Lost it. Totally.
I'd lose myself too if I wasn't focused. If I wasn't getting better consistently. All the time.
Every day.
I'd lose myself too. I wouldn't have the things I have today. I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Preach.
Either.
Duh. Stupid.
So if you ask me what I'm seeing a bunch of losers today. Most men and most women are absolutely losing. They're not getting better. They're not putting in any effort.
Yeah,
Everyone's
Margaret.
coming up short, it seems. When I
Where's
say
your
everyone,
cookbook?
I mean most are coming up short.
No cookbooks.
Not just short. Severely short.
Severe.
I have criticized women before. I have told them what needs to happen on their end. You know what they say?
What they say?
Well, nobody's perfect. I have a past. But nobody's perfect. This girl has a past. These girls have nicotine addictions. These girls have attention-seeking addictions. These girls can't stop posting stories to save their fucking lives.
Margaret, get it together. Todd's not happy.
You need a dopamine detox. You need to detox from that nicotine. You need to detox from all that attention. You need to detox from all that shit.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
get it. Nobody's perfect, but you're not even trying to get better. You're just all the time. Just make me feel something because I am incapable of making myself feel anything. Because you're a lost cause. You're a loose cannon.
Deep in the sauce.
What the
TikTok
can
brain.
we do with you in a home? You drive me nuts. You drive me up the damn wall.
Margaret, please.
You'd be attaching yourself telepathically and energetically to my energy, and I get suffocated. You have to sleep outside tonight because I can't even breathe.
You know what Margaret did to this guy? He's fed up.
It's unreal. It is
Unbelievable.
unreal. Guys, this is the women we have today. It's like they can't get a hobby.
Get your fucking passports, bro. Todd has had enough. You see, Margaret is making him lose his mind. The man can't even get a home cooked meal. He comes home after busting his ass 24/7, 365 to see Margaret texting a dude. Meanwhile, I got my girl cooking food off to the side here and shit on other videos, just prepping meals whenever I'm hungry. No questions asked. Just is shocked when I tell her that American women don't do any of this shit and how masculine they are, and she cannot believe it. Refuses to believe it. No way women act that way. That's not, there's no way. You're being dramatic. No, I'm not, actually. Exhibit A, Todd. He's had enough. He's on the brink. Okay, let's continue.
To save their lives. That's healthy. We don't have healthy women, bro. Look at them. Look at them.
Obese.
I'm not saying every man's healthy either, but man, look. Look at what this shit is. And most dumbasses today are getting sucked into these women's games.
Sucking.
Sucked into it.
Sucked. Simping.
You have to break free from shit. And live
Unchained.
and breathe your own life. It's what every man and woman should do. I've had women, bro, recently tell me things like, I can't be left alone in my house. She has a roommate. She has a roommate, right? I can't even be left. They usually have friends over and shit like that. I cannot be left in my house alone by myself. I literally cannot do it.
Dependent.
This is what we have today. And I'm not saying every female is like this, but this is a world we're in, bro. Like constant, like constant dopamines, attentions.
Addiction. Just breathe.
Just go jump into a lake.
Woosah,
Don't kill
bro.
yourself, but just go jump into a lake of ice. Do something hard. Go for a polar bear dip. Freeze your tits. Go and freeze your tits. Do something difficult. Become a better woman. No. Do what's easy. Tension. And that's why this shit is never gonna work. Because enough is never enough of these females, bro, because they ain't enough. They are lost in the sauce. They're lost. Ooh. They are completely lost.
Headless. Chickens.
You need someone who's going to be committed. You
Make
need
that
someone
ass.
who's going to be committed. Who's willing to be better. Who's willing to cut the bad habits. I understand no one's perfect. But a lot of these women ain't even going to make a valiant effort.
No valor. Zero.
A valid effort. They're not even going to make the effort. I've had women cry on my front seat because I told them I wouldn't commit because they had nicotine addictions.
What the fuck?
I can't help it. Like, I'll give you time, but you're going to have to stop that shit.
God damn, Margaret.
Knowing damn well they couldn't do it. Well, I ain't going to be committed and married and have kids with some woman who's going to look like she's 75 years old when she's 40 because...
Goddamn cigarette addict.
You just breathe air. All right? Breathe air. You don't have to smoke cigarettes or vapes. You're going to look like you're an age by the time you're 40. My woman, my wife, my whoever should still be good looking at that age.
Error.
It's called self-love. It's called taking care of yourself. How many modern women are actually taking care of themselves, folks? Do you think taking care of yourself is attention-seeking from 50 other dudes on a daily basis? Do you know what this is doing to you? It's effing with this. That's what it's doing. Imagine in real life. It's not natural, folks. It's not natural. At all. Look what it's doing to her. Look what it's doing to these girls.
Tell us more about Margaret.
To the point where a high-value dude can come along. He can't satisfy her by himself.
Damn.
And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with her and how discombobulated her mind is. She's so used to so much that you couldn't possibly come into the picture on your own by yourself and do it for her. She gets so much, and it's not natural. Imagine all these guys right in front of her in real life, giving her all that attention and shit. She's just sitting there and just taking in all this dopamine and all this stuff, and every guy's making her feel something. Jeez. That's what's happening, folks. You ain't ever heard it like this, but this is how intelligent that I can break this shit down. This is how I can break this shit down. You have never heard it like this before, but this is what is going on. This is why they're all messed up. And this is my take on why it's not worth having a girlfriend today. But there is times where it is worth it. Can you get a girl that is going to commit the right way? Who's going to get rid of the bad habits if she has a few or some? There's some women, bro, they're way too far gone. Oh. They are way too far gone. To the point of no return. They're done. They're done.
That's a low value woman. You don't want to deal with those anyways. First of all, if a woman smokes, that's an automatic next. I have the same stipulations, and it's hard in Eastern Europe because smoking culture is so big here. But any woman that smokes was an automatic next for me when I was dating. End of story. Why are you wasting your time giving people a chance to change? They should already be the person you're looking for, and then you build together. Don't waste your time on people who have habits or characteristics you don't like, hoping that maybe it'll change in the future. Just cast them out and go look for somebody that has everything you want. Not necessarily everything, but we have called red lines deal breakers. Like smoking should be a red line for people. And if somebody is a smoker, absolutely next. You don't handhold them or try to help them to quit. It's not your job. You're either ready for a relationship and you're a match for me, or you're not. End of story.
And it's going to be really bad. These are the types of females that might be young and pretty externally on the outside. Internally, they're effed. Within 5 to 10 years, max, they're not even going to look good. Now they're going to have nothing. Now they're not even going to receive attention the same as they used to. And everything comes piling down on top of them because they chose the easy way. They chose all the dopamine, all these little hits. They just took all. Here comes all the adversity that they weren't ready for. Oh my God, life is so different now. Yeah, because you didn't put in the time and effort to get better.
You're assuming there's going to be adversity, but given that the world we're living in today produces more weak men than it's ever have in the history of humanity, there will be a simp to bail them out. There'll be a simp that'll cuff them, marry them, bust open the wallet, allows them to have open marriages, all that shit. We've seen cucks on YouTube that have done the same thing, and they have money and some fame. Yeah, believe me. Women hardly pay for their mistakes, which is why they're allowed to make so many. Brutal red truth you need to learn. Get over the fact that there's going to be revenge on her. There probably won't.
That is why, folks, you can never go wrong with getting better. You can never go wrong with being disciplined. Do you think these females feel as good as me internally? Not one of them do. Not one. Not one of them. My energy is on point. My energy is pure. I work hard. I work smart. I know how to take care of my health and fitness. I know when to exercise and pull back.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God, it takes a rocket science to do it. Not really. Not really.
Goddamn, Margaret. What'd you do?
I'm sipping on this shake right now. 1 scoop of amino acids, which is very good for muscle recovery. And also a scoop of electrolyte powder. Amazing. I feel so good. But let's just run ourselves into the ground. Attention, attention, attention. I feel like shit, so someone make me feel like something. Make yourself feel better. What's wrong? What is wrong?
Alrighty there. We got quite the ear beating from my man's Terry. Let's see some of the comments. Holy crap. I'm 27 years old, dated all throughout my teenage years and early 20s. You get to a certain point where you realize having girlfriends like having a second job. It's not easy. If your girlfriend is a second job, you got the wrong girl. Dude, women exist to make your lives easier. I'll say that again. Women exist to make your life easier. Your lives easier. If she's not cooking, cleaning, helping you schedule shit, your personal assistant, all this stuff, next. Dudes are literally dealing with the headache just because they're getting laid and having sex. That's the brutal reality. Say it out loud. You don't want to admit that you're stuck with a girl you don't actually want to be with. You kind of hate her guts, but she sucks your pee-pee every once in a while and you're cool with that. All right, dude. Enjoy the dead bedroom in the future that's coming. You're going to grow old with somebody you don't like who doesn't like you but sees you as a bailout. And you don't think you can get anybody else, or it's been too hard of a journey finding a woman, so you settle for that garbage. You picked her. That's the brutal truth. There's a lot of men out here starving for some sex, and they'll put up with the grossest, nastiest, most masculine, combative women ever just because they get laid once every few weeks. That's the honest truth. Let's be real. Let's be genuine about the bullshit men put themselves through, because men dole out commitment. Period. A woman can't commit to you. A woman can choose to have sex with you. Great. You convince her of that. But you choose to keep a woman around. She doesn't choose to keep you around. Never forget. So that is why it's a man's fault. This guy says, My only bit of advice would be just try to find a girl that isn't difficult to be with, who prefers a quiet life, isn't overly social. In my experience, those are the ones who are actually capable of respecting your boundaries and able to be in a healthy relationship that doesn't require you to look after them like a belligerent teenager. After 25, if she's still clubbing, drinking, going out every weekend, she's going to be a major pain in the ass, especially if you work a job and are responsible. Women over 25 should be looking to settle down, not clinging onto the party's social life, desperately trying to remain 21 years old. We all have to grow up at some point. Unless you're a top tier man, women will always be looking for something better. Yes and no. There used to be, well, let's just say this actually. There used to be societal pressures that would keep you in a marriage and together, and it would actually be frowned upon to get a divorce. And the moment you got married, you used to have kids. So people used to get married young, have kids younger than we do today. And the consequences, both socially and obviously financially, of getting the divorce were massive, especially for the women and the man. Like family would judge you. Nowadays, no, it's all cool. Getting a divorce is like going out to get an ice cream. It's simple. Sign the paperwork, do this, blah, blah, blah. You could TikTok about it all day, get some attention, some DMs, some pats on the back, some likes, some comments, and you're done. Vows mean nothing anymore. But in these conservative societies, women would stay with you and had a reason to stay with you because the pressure from the family and society as a whole was far greater than the degenerate shit we're dealing with today, like social media. But when you live in a world where we're so disconnected, in a society that does not cater to the family whatsoever, it's not family oriented at all. It's individualistic, full of greed, hedonism, consumerism. You're going to get people that act out in that exact fashion. That's what we're brainwashing people with. So he's right on the money when it comes to dating, especially in the West. But you can bypass all the bullshit if you go to places that are more conservative, that are more family oriented, that have more humble people with humble beginnings and more grounded in reality of what it takes to start a family, what a man's good for, what a woman's good for, what's expected, the gender norms, so on and so forth. It just sucks that, you got to go to these extremes now. Not everybody's lucky. Not everybody could leave. Some people are grounded and some people love their families and want to stay, and others don't have the funds or the ability to go travel. And, you're kind of stuck fishing in a bad pond where there isn't much around you. So that's how men sprouted in the whole going their own way and just checking out of the dating game like permanently, because nothing around them is worthwhile. Anyways, if you guys want to know more about the overseas life, what it's like here in Bucharest, especially other parts of Europe that I'm traveling to in the future or have already traveled to, or just, be a part of the private community, man, and join us on those hosted calls I do. We're getting after it every day. New perspectives will be welcome, and we'd be happy to have you. So appreciate you guys there. Everybody has been buying shirts to help support the channel directly, and let me know thoughts. Actually, I'm super curious on this one, how men feel. I know the temperature in the room typically, but overall, I'm noticing men retracting from dating overall, focusing internally on themselves. And for those that are still hopeful, typically their plan is overseas eventually. But dating in the West in general is kind of shutting down on just the bottom 80% of men. The top 80%, of course, it's completely different. They're making a killing in the game right now. Literally has rotations of women. Could not care less about committing to one because there's always a new one. And we know how that goes. So we'll see you on the next one.